now that we're on the topic of who would win of the week, should we just dive right? Because this one is going to, I think, might take some time.
Sure. What a beautiful segue, Maddie. You're such a professional. That's why I like doing the podcast with you. You got great segues.
Really nice like the things that they ride around in malls, like a
segue, like a conversation segue, like moving from one point to another.
So like one of the things that the police officers riding around the malls.
No,
okay,
Paul,
I got
Paul Blart style.
Mall cop.
Another good who would win of the week.
Yeah,
Paul Blart.
Who would win of the week?
Jeremy Wade versus Paul Blart.
Versus
honorable mention this week.
No, Paul Blart. No, ready? Paul Blart versus what's that show? Mike and Molly. That fat dude. He's a police officer.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I do.
That would be a who's win. Two fat police officers. Like, I guess. I don't know. Paul Bart's not really a cop, but he saved, like, the whole mall.
He did. He saved the mall, so he's an American hero.
All right, so honorable mention that. Who would win of the week this week? Big one for me. Mm-hmm. Has actually been stressing me out all day.
Yeah, that's phenomenal. Because that's how you know it's a good one.
It is Neal Caffery from White Collar versus Shawn Spencer from Psych.
Yeah. Now, if you're listening and you
I
don't
have a
know,
question about the who would win of the week, though.
Hold on. I just want to preface this by saying, if you don't know, these are two characters from two USA Network shows, Characters Welcome. And listen, this is my first PSA I want to do here. Psych, White Collar, Monk, 3 USA shows. Look, quarantine has been happening, obviously. All kinds of crazy shit is going on. It's important to take care of yourself, right? It's important, mental health, whatever. Everybody's talking about it. That's something. It's important to keep up with that when stuff like this is going on. These are 3 shows that are perfect for that. They're so easy to watch, and they're so, compelling in their own ways. Phenomenal. So if anybody out there is like, what the fuck are these guys talking about? USA Network shows? You have no idea what you're talking about.
I've actually watched all 3, even though I've seen all 3 many of times previously. I've watched all 3 during quarantine. Actually, I'm still watching White Collar, but god damn, is it a good show. I'm literally watching it right now.
They're the perfect
so,
they're
not
the perfect
physically watching it right now, but currently in the process
Absolutely.
of the show.
Absolutely. Especially Monk.
So I have
Shout
a
out
question,
to Tony Shalhoub.
And I don't know if you thought about this, but is this who would win of the week a fight, or is it like a crime solve-off? Had you thought about that?
I did not think about that. Okay. So,
but the thing... Yeah, go ahead.
I was almost thinking of it as like... Wow, that's a great question. I think that it would have to be. In my mind, I was almost thinking of it as a... If Neal Caffery were on the run, would Shawn Spencer be able to solve whatever crime? But I think
but I feel like the show is more based on Neal Caffery solving. I mean, he commits them too, but
and I think
like that aspect because that's what they have in common.
And for the sake of competition, that's a great. So now we have to establish what the crime is. It's a murder, probably.
Well, no, I think that it could be because Caffrey doesn't really do murders. I would say, but Shawn's done Despero, like he does.
Yeah.
He finds treasures and shit sometimes. I think that it's like it's a white collar crime. And here's what I'll say. Maybe not. No.
Let's say this. Hold on. Let's say. How about this? Stolen vehicle.
No.
Okay. Yeah, it didn't sound.
Missing person.
Missing person. That's genius. Okay. Missing person case.
Kidnapped person or missing. They might not be kidnapped. They might have ran away.
Yeah,
somebody can't be found.
We don't know. They're just missing folks.
2 different parties hire. One hires Neal Caffery. One hires Shawn Spencer. So to break it down for you, those of you who don't know, first of all, go watch the shows. They're unreal.
Yeah.
Neal Caffery, one of the best white collar criminals of all time, eventually gets caught. Works as like a consultant or whatever now for the bureau,
the FBI,
FBI in their white collar department. Shawn Spencer, self-proclaimed psychic detective, consults with the Santa Barbara Police Department. So, boom. There it is, right there. There it is for you. What do you think, Andy?
Try to solve... Honestly, I only had to think about this for a few seconds. And I'm saying that Shawn Spencer has got the solve. He takes it on this one. Wow. There's no doubt in my mind because his eye for detail. The thing about Neal Caffery is he's seen so much. He's been so many different places and stuff. And obviously he also has a keen eye because of his art forgery background and stuff like that. But Shawn is such a depth of knowledge, and you can't get anything past him. Anything, any movement, any, the tiniest thing in the corner of the room, he's spotting it, no matter what. And I would say let's talk about paintings for a second. Let's go into Neal Caffery territory for a second. Neal Caffery, you say to Neal, is this painting a forgery? He's like, okay, let me take a look. Let me take a look at it.
No,
Shawn could tell from across a room. Shawn could tell from across a room at the painting.
I'm just saying, I don't think that Neal Caffery would have to. I think he could tell right away. Here's my thing. Is that I agree that if they both walked into a room, Shawn might see something first and say, like, okay, that's important. I got to figure out why. Mm-hmm. It might take Neal a little longer to see that, but he wouldn't have to know why that's important. He would already know why that's important.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like whereas Shawn, and I'm not saying that I this is not me picking a winner. I'm just looking at both sides of the argument.
Right.
I feel like that plays out and also, I mean, Shawn's pretty good at weaseling his way into situations, but Neal Caffery might be the smoothest man that's ever walked the face of the earth. He could walk his way into anywhere.
Okay, that's true. I think that Shawn could do the same. I honestly think that Shawn.
No, I do. I agree. No, that's what I said. I said Shawn could do the same thing.
Right.
But
it's
I don't know.
Different. But I think it's just as good
in very different ways.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. You're taking Shawn, huh? My thing is I don't know who Shawn. I want to take because I don't want to, in my own brain, hurt either of their feelings because I really like them both.
Because those characters mean so much.
Two of my favorite TV characters.
Well, now you know how I would feel if Adrian Monk were involved. Second shout out of the episode to Tony Shalhoub. Hashtag it's Shalhoub ya boob. Greatest actor of the generation.
I think I don't want to get into Monk because you know how I feel about Monk, Shawn Spencer.
Yeah.
So you're taking Shawn, but you would take Monk over Shawn, which means you have Neal Caffery that much below Monk?
Okay, like I said, we're not going to get into this. All I'm saying, side note here, I think it's so funny that we're discussing these characters because I feel like most people would think these are shows for like their grandma, and your grandma probably does enjoy them. She doesn't enjoy them as much as watching Agent Jethro Gibbs on NCIS, wink wink, nudge nudge, but these are like shows for your grandma and stuff. Jethro. But I'm saying they're enjoyable for the whole family, and I think it's funny that we're talking about them like this. Anyways, again, we're not going to get into Monk. All I'm going to say is nobody beats him. That's the end of that. We don't have to dive any deeper.
But how can I not rebuttal after you say that? How can I not rebuttal and just say that
that's not what we're here
disagree with every bone in my body?
Okay, that's fine. That's
anyway,
fine. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Now we're good. We'll move on.
Shawn Spencer. Oh, I don't know. I think that...
Ooh. I want to ask you a question. I don't want to spoil
I have a question for you, too.
Shows. Okay, you go ahead.
Do they both have access to their sidekicks? Does Shawn have Gus and does Neal have Maz?
That's a great point. No. This is solo. This is solo mission all the way.
See, I actually think that puts Neal in a better spot than Shawn because Gus is a book of knowledge for Shawn.
That's true. He is another, chapter.
Think about how many episodes of that show does Shawn say, like, what is this drug? And Gus happens to be a pharmacist.
That's true. But
that's
again,
like 3 episodes in every season.
That's true. But again, a lot of Gus's knowledge. Well, I shouldn't even say that. You're absolutely right. He is a real depth of knowledge. But the thing with Neal and Maz, I feel like, is it's so beneficial for Neal to have him because
it's hard to run a one-man con.
True, that's very true. But also, and that's Neal's MO, which that's a great point. But it's so helpful for Neal to be able to send Maz on his own side mission to help with a case while Neal's focusing on other stuff. And then Maz is able to bring that info back for Neal. And Neal really
but usually what Maz is working on isn't related to what Peter's doing with the FBI. That cuts a lot of time down
for them. No, of course it's
usually
related.
What Maz... No, it's related to other shit. It's related to like people disappearing and stuff.
Right, okay.
Not like in this case, but I'm saying like aside from the crimes that they're solving.
Right, but I'm just saying, but if Neal were to use Maz in this instance, he would use him to do what I was just talking about.
Oh, right? Huge help.
Yeah,
I think that, okay, I guess you're right in the sense that if Neal's using Maz in this scenario, it's probably more of an advantage in this scenario than Shawn using Gus.
Yeah,
but I think overall, 100%. Gus does way more for Shawn than Maz does for Neal. You know what I mean? There's episodes of that show where Maz doesn't really get a sniff into what's going on. Whereas you would never, ever see an episode of Psych without Gus.
That's true. Man, that's I almost agree with you 100%. The only thing is, I feel like you said, with Neal sending Maz out to do things sort of unrelated to what Neal himself is focusing on, if Neal didn't have Maz doing that, there's no way, the way that his brain works, there's no way he'd be able to focus as much on the thing in front of him. You know?
Yeah. Oh, that's tough.
So I think that
I don't
for
know.
this missing persons case,
I think I have to agree with you. I think I have to go Shawn Spencer.
Boom. I love to hear it. I can't believe that I actually got you to switch over. That's unbelievable.
No, you didn't make me switch.
Right, but I got you to come. I got you to come around.
That was my first decision.
And see things my way.
I didn't know who I was going to take.